Hello Cobras, this video is going to cover the instructions for the newspaper and magazine database assignment. Now, this assignment is fairly straightforward, but just in case, there are a few things we touch on, a few terms and things that maybe we haven't really touched on too closely before. So I just want to make sure that I at least run through the instructions with you in this video, so that hopefully maybe I can clarify a few questions that you may have. But again, as always, if you still have any questions, even after viewing this video, after reading these instructions, please reach out to me as soon as possible, and we can get those hopefully clarified and answered for you, so you can submit the best possible assignment. So for this assignment, you will need to utilize one or more of the databases outlined below. It's going to be these four down here, to find one newspaper article and one magazine article related to your research topic. Now that research topic can either be the research topic that you created in week 2 with the research plan and assignment, or if maybe you're getting a little bored with that topic and you want to shake things up and you want to try a different topic with this, that's fine as well. Again, just let me know. Just contact me and let me know if you want to change the topic, and that way we can kind of talk about maybe the new topic you want to work with, or at least for this assignment, and we'll just go from there. I'm pretty flexible with that. I'm pretty loose about that. So just let me know. Don't just use a new topic. And so after finding the articles, you will provide the following. You will provide a citation for the article. You will provide a short summary of the article, probably no more than like a couple of sentences, 2 or 3 sentences, and a short explanation of why the article was or was not relevant to your topic, i.e. an annotation. An annotation is basically a short summary of the article and a short explanation of why the article is or is not useful. Now, I cannot stress this enough. With this assignment, the article you choose does not have to be useful or relevant to your topic. What I am looking for is that you are able to properly explain why or why not an article is useful for your topic. Okay? So please do not think that you absolutely have to find an article that is 100% relevant for your topic. That's not what I'm looking for. If you find that, fantastic. If you don't, though, that's where I'm looking to see that you can really fully comprehend reading a summary for an article and then deciding on whether that article is going to be useful for you or not, and giving a good explanation as to why. Okay? And you'll see that in the examples that I have listed down here at the bottom, and also the student examples. So what you will want to do is you must use one of the following 4 databases. So it has to be one of these 4 databases. Okay? Again, very similar to a lot of the other assignments. If you do not use one of these 4, if you use something else, you will receive a 0, or I'll at least contact you and let you know you need to redo the assignment. So just avoid all of that and just use one of these. The reason why I do this is because these will just make the assignment a lot easier than using another database. Plus, I have videos for these showing you exactly what to do to find newspaper and magazine articles in these databases. So, just make it easy on yourself. That's all I ask. It's a Library 101 class. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. And so what you'll do is you will access your chosen database or multiple databases. One of the things I will point out is that if you use Newspaper Source Plus, it's only going to give you access to newspapers, so you will have to use more than one database if you do that. These 3 here, they all give you access to both newspaper articles and magazine articles. So I would highly recommend using one of these 3, so that way you can just use one database and that's it. But Newspaper Source Plus is a really good database. So if you want to use that for your newspapers, I highly recommend it. Just understand that for your second article, for your magazine article, you are going to have to use one of these 3, because this doesn't have magazines. And so that's what you're going to do in order to find the articles for this assignment. And so down here, I've broken it up into 2 parts. So this is more or less the formatting of what your assignment is going to look like, right? So you can either create this in a Word document, Pages document, or a Google Doc. And what you're going to do is you are going to label whether the article that you were showing me is a newspaper or a magazine article. So you just put newspaper article, and then below that you will give me the name of the database used. So for this newspaper article, I used Newspaper Source Plus to find it. Right? And then below that, you're going to have your citation. So this is going to be your citation for the article. Again, you can copy and paste the citations from the databases for these assignments. That's fine. You just need to provide a proper citation, right? So just don't generate, your own citation and just throw whatever you want in there. Make sure you're giving me a proper citation. And then below that, you're going to have your annotation. Now again, annotations are fairly short. Usually annotations are somewhere around 200 to 300 words, and that's it. Sometimes they're even less. I usually recommend somewhere around 150 to 300 is what I'm usually shooting for an annotation. And again, with your annotation, what you're doing is you're giving a very, very brief summary, normally just like a couple of sentences on what the article is about, and then a couple of sentences explaining why the article is or is not useful. And then that's gonna make up your annotation. And again, they're fairly short. You don't have to get too involved with them unless you want to. That's fine. I'm more than happy to read it, and you're more than welcome to write longer annotations. The annotation really just basically needs to be as long as it needs to be. Okay. And then for the second article, you will have your magazine article. You will give me the database that you use. You will give me your citation. And again, let me also just highlight that in these citations, when you do pull them from the databases, it will tell me which database that you're pulling it from. So I will be able to see what you're pulling it from, where you're pulling it from. I can go in and I can search individually for titles and authors and find out where these articles are housed. So just be as ethical as possible, and use the databases you need to use, and find the articles you need to find. And then also just remember that you absolutely cannot use websites for this assignment. If you do that, you will receive a 0. It has to come from the databases. And so much like with a newspaper article, you'll have your citation, and then you will follow it up with a annotation. Again, giving me a brief summary of the article, and then giving me a brief summary of whether it is useful or not to your topic. So that's going to be it. That's the newspaper and magazine database assignment for this week. Again, if you still have any questions or concerns, do not hesitate to contact me. I am here to help, and I want you to be able to submit the best possible product, the best possible assignment for this week. So with that said, this is going to conclude the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.